Hello family, welcome back to my channel. It's good to be back here again. It's good to be able to speak to you again. My spirit cries out with joy saying hello. How are you guys doing? I hope your day was a good one. Today I have another message for you. And today we're going to continue spiritual growth. You know, that's what this whole thing is about. That's what life is about. Whatever you're trying to do in life, the inside of you has to be prepared. It has to be ready for it. Or else, how can you get past, or how can you survive on that level that you're trying to obtain? Nothing is just given to you. You won't be able to keep it. You have to be developed for it, and then as you move into it, you'll be able to keep it and move to other levels because you've been built up and developed inwardly. So everything that happens physically, outwardly, you're able to handle. So today I want to read from Ecclesiastes 9th chapter, if I'm not mistaken, 11th verse. Yes, 9th chapter, 11th verse. And literally, I just want to go in. I mainly want to speak to those who look at life as, you know, I got to get things done fast. We live in a world today where everything is like, come on, we got to pump this out. We got to get this work done. And man, I've lived in that. I understand, you know, especially with business, and you know, so we get in this repetitive motion. Oh, we got to get to work. We got to do this. We got to get this done. And I want to slow that down. Let's slow down. Let's relax for a second. And I want to tell you, life is about timing. And we have to be careful that we're not moving too fast, that we miss our time. We miss our open window where it's there for us to go to another level, because we're so consumed at moving fast and trying to get things done. What I'm saying is, we're doing things fast, but this life that we live, it's moving at a certain pace. Picture this. Let me give you a physical picture. When you look up at the sky, the world is spinning. It's going in a circular motion. If you see, it's not moving fast. It's at a timing. It's turning. It's at a timing. And what I want you to know is the timing is a lot slower than faster. And so you must understand, move at a pace. I know you're working and they want you to move fast and get the work done because they have their agenda to push. And I say their agenda. But when it comes to you and what God has for you, His timing doesn't move at that pace. So we have to watch it, because there's a lot of spiritual things going on, and things are so small that we look at it as nothing, but really it's there to distract you and mess up your time, mess up your timing. So when God's blessing is coming, you're moving so fast, God's blessing is just a flow. It's just flowing right like this, and you're moving so fast you never see it. You never see it. And so I just wanted to bring and shed light on that, give some more insight on the spiritual side of life, opposed to us in the physical. Man, we're just out here in this world just trying to pay bills and want to live a good life and do these different things. I want my whole agenda. I want to get you to be able to see it. I want you to be able to come one with God and allow Him to lead your life spiritually, so He can get you to where you want to get to. So that happiness you want out of life, you can obtain. You know, that joy you want to feel, that peace you want to feel on a daily basis, even in troubled times. Even in what used to be worried or stressful times, you still will have peace and joy in those times. And it's possible. It can happen. It will happen. It has happened. But we must continuously seek God, seek goodness, seek positivity, and learn more about ourselves. Because we can always look at other people and see issues and see problems and dictate different things. But when we focus on ourselves, becoming one with us, and understanding our mind frame, the way our body ticks, what we need to stay from, what we need to get into, then we can be able to do life a lot better. So let's jump into Ecclesiastes 9th chapter, 11th verse. And it says, "The race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor bread to the wise, nor riches to men of understanding, nor favor to men of skill, but time and chance happen to them all. For man also does not know his time. And I want to backtrack and speak on this. And it says, but time and chance happen to them all. And it goes back to what I'm saying about time. There is a time. There's opportunity coming towards you. But the chance of it happening, of you catching it and succeeding in it, is if you prepared for it. That chance means you've prepared for something. You're prepared for it. Even though you don't know it's coming, even you don't see it coming, that's the time. You have faith and belief it's coming. And I promise you guys, if your mind say you want to do something, prepare it. Get it ready, because the time will come. And it's going to be flowing at a pace. And it's up for you to be one with yourself. It's up for you to be one with God, to be able to know what that opportunity is when it comes. There's been many times that I've stumbled upon something, or my time has came to be able to get something or receive something that I always wanted or I needed in life. But I wasn't prepared for it. My chance came, but I didn't prepare for it. And so I had to miss my time. Great thing about life and the blessings we have, our times, they do come back around. It does take time, of course. But we must prepare for it. And in preparing for it, when the timing comes, we can jump straight into it, and then we can elevate to another level. We can have that better understanding. We can get to the success, to the design that God has set up for us a lot quicker. But in order to do that, we have to embrace God's ways. There's no way you can see God's way of living, the signs and wonders He's set up in His life, if you're not close to Him. I often said this, and I know I remember it in a video. I talked about it, how I was looking at a secular video. And I sat there and thought to myself, knowing myself actually being in the world and just indulging in lust and all these different things, and now being on the other side, I'm like, man, when you have sex and drugs in front of you and this and that, there's no way you can see out of that to see that, hey, there is a world out here where it's people practicing abstinence, and people are celibate, and people really love people genuinely, and people really follow God. Like, there's no way you can see that. You have too much stuff blocking you in front of you, distracting you. It's like being in a big crowd of people, and you can't see as far as 5 or 10 feet in front of you, because you got so many people in front of you. And that's what it's like. We can't see another world. We can't see how real God is, because we're stuck in a world with sex, drugs, and lifestyles in our face, in our mind, everywhere we look physically. That it's like, man, God. And I understand that. But I'm here to say, man, I made it out. I was able to get out, move that crowd out the way. I was able to see across the road, like, hey, what's going on over there? And I took the walk. I took the journey. Went through a struggle. And struggles are beautiful, man. They grow you. They teach you a lot. You learn. And was able to come into a world where it was just a totally different setup, totally different feel, where, the spirit was engaged. It gave better understanding of life, who you are, who we are as a people, to the point, again, I'm able to sit here, man, and speak this to you, be enlightening to your life. And so, guys, I must say to you, there's a timing to this thing. And whatever you're trying to do in life, prepare for it. Because if your mind and your spirit has given you something, do not ignore it. It's trying to manifest it into reality. It's telling you that it's coming. You won't know the time. But if it gives you something to prepare for it. It may be days, it may be months, it may be years. Prepare for it. So when the timing comes, you're not rushing to get it done. It's already there, and you've been waiting on it to come. But you must be with God. Come to Him and seek his ways, and listen to the instructions that the Spirit is giving you, because it is directing you to success. It is directing you to goodness and love and joy and peace and happiness and understanding. That's the agenda of it. Not to harm you, not to send you down a destructive path. Evil does that. God's Spirit, when embraced in his way, your mind takes it in, your soul takes that in, and it leads you in all areas that are good. So guys, that's all I have for you. Just please continue to embrace the struggle. Don't forget, it's not to the swift, it's not to the fast worker. You know, it's not, oh my goodness, if I can do something on that and be, oh my goodness, that's for another video. But it's not to the fast worker. It's not to the strong, you know, guy who can lift a bunch of weight, bunch of pounds. It's not, you know, not so much to the wise, though they are needed, though we are needed. It's not so much to the riches. Don't go so much to the man with understanding. You know, it's just, again, it's about preparing for it. It's about knowing God's timing, being ready for it. And when you do this, doesn't matter who you are. You can have it all. And that scripture says here in 12th verse of the 9th chapter that nor favor to men of skill, but time and chance happens to all of them. To all of us. No one is different than the next. To all of us, chance and time happens. So guys, embrace the struggle, because that's what a growth is. I love you. Hey, keep God first and prepare, because your timing is coming. Later.